Hey, what's up guys? This is Nick at barben.com. Today I'm going to be trying out Vintage Build, the creatine based muscle builder from Old School Labs. So Old School Labs is based in California, and as the name suggests, they've got this really old school throwback manliness vibe to it. As you can see, the box is emblazoned with this man in a mustache and 70s haircut. And the brand themselves sponsors a lot of boxers and NFL athletes and golden era bodybuilders, and they really go for this traditionally masculine sort of vibe with their products. This is their creatine-based muscle builder. It doesn't just contain creatine. I'm going to get into the ingredients in a minute, but first I'm going to try out the fresh berries flavor with some water. Well, it's a bit bitter, I have to say. I was expecting it to be, sweeter. I have to say that although this is berry flavored, this is naturally flavored and sweetened, so it doesn't contain any artificial sweeteners or anything like that to give it like a really delicious flavor hit. The flavoring is just like natural berry and lemon flavor with a little bit of malic acid for sourness. But I'm really surprised with this. Hang on. Yeah, I mean it's fine. I don't hate it. It's just not sweet. It's kind of middle of the range between sweet and bitter. Maybe a little bit on the bitter side, to be honest. Okay, so let's take a look at the ingredients. Besides all the flavorings, there are three main ingredients here. The first is creatine monohydrate. You get 3 grams per scoop. Monohydrate is the most well-researched and widely used form of creatine, which has a lot of links with muscle power output, muscular endurance, muscle size as well as a few other benefits. After that, you get some branched-chain amino acids. So there are 5 grams of BCAAs per scoop, 2.5 grams of leucine, 1.25 grams of isoleucine and valine. There's some interesting research behind BCAAs. It's possible that when you take them, especially before a workout on an empty stomach, it can help to preserve muscle and possibly induce muscle protein synthesis. It also could help with endurance and focus as well. So people like to take BCAAs before a workout, and also sometimes if they're taking long breaks between meals. Besides that, there's one more ingredient, it's glutamine. There are 2 grams of glutamine in this product. It's kind of a controversial ingredient. According to Old School Labs, it is in here to reduce muscle breakdown and act as a muscle protector. So they're kind of saying it has anti-catabolic effects. There's not really a ton of evidence to suggest that it does have that effect in healthy humans. It's sometimes used with burn victims who need to rebuild muscle with their bodies in sort of a critical state, but for healthy humans, there's not really a ton of evidence when compared with placebos that it helps to build muscle or preserve muscle. So it's a bit of a controversial ingredient. Nonetheless, glutamine is very cheap on its own, and the creatine and BCAAs, they should have a pretty beneficial effect on your workout, perhaps. So as far as the price goes, you can pick up this tub of 30 servings for $40. So that's going to be $1.33 per serving, or about 44 cents per gram of creatine, because you get 3 grams of creatine per scoop. So for a creatine product, that's expensive. It's not hard to find creatine monohydrate for more like 3, 4, 5 cents per gram. This is upwards of 44 cents per gram. Nonetheless, what you're paying extra for here is the BCAAs, the glutamine, and all the flavorings and everything else as well. So you may find the price worth it, but the price is something to keep in mind. So there are a few things that I liked about Vintage Build. Number one, and this is one of the biggest selling points of the brand, is that there are no artificial ingredients. All the flavorings are all natural. There are no artificial sweeteners or flavors or anything like that. Besides that, I like it has creatine monohydrate. I also like that it comes with some extra branched chain amino acids. A lot of people like to take creatine before a workout, and the BCAAs could be useful for some people during their workouts. Finally, this has been made in a facility that is certified GMP, stands for Good Manufacturing Practices. That means they need to abide by regulations outlined by the FDA for product purity. And on top of that, it's been third-party tested for impurities and banned substances as well. So especially for competitive athletes who are really concerned about banned substances, that could be good news. The main things you might not like quite so much about this product, number one is the price. $1.33 per serving. That's pretty expensive, particularly since creatine, branched amino acids, and glutamine are all pretty cheap as far as supplements go. The second thing is that I wasn't really a big fan of the taste. I found it a little bit bitter, although it was naturally flavored, which could be a bonus for some people. Finally, I didn't think it was particularly well dosed. You get 3 grams of creatine per scoop. The normal dose is about 5 grams. There are 5 grams of BCAAs per scoop. The normal dose is like 6 or 7 grams, at least the most effective dose. So I found the dose is a little bit low. You can obviously fix that by having a slightly larger scoop though. Okay, so those are my thoughts on Vintage Build from Old School Labs. For the full review, just Google Barbend plus Vintage Build.